Hi, Ravi. Welcome.
Ravi, nice to meet you again.
Ravi, sir.
Wow, Ravi, I like
Yes.
talent give career run.
The more important question is how AI can play a very big role in Kesuma. Today I will share with you one of the things which is currently in discussion in Kesuma is, for example, to use AI for foreign workers. Foreign labour is a major problem in the country. As you can see, of late there have been numerous reports. Some of the MPs have also criticised on there being migrant workers in Malaysia where their well-beings aren't looked after, illegal foreign workers which are in the country which haven't been sent back or currently still actually having employment in the country. Now we're in the midst of working out a system. Of course it's not yet mature state yet. This system will cater whereby it is direct from employer to employee. What do I mean by this? An example, you have a foreign worker sitting down in Nepal, or you have a foreign worker sitting down in Pakistan, and they want employment. Through this recruitment platform, you are able to speak with them directly. Example, you are an employer. Today, if you want a worker, what do? You go to an agent or you go and apply. Like now, for example, because everything is closed, you make your application, but you don't know the worker you are getting. You've never met the worker. Is the worker actually acceptable to the job which he or she is going to get here? That question remains a question mark. No one knows. No one can answer that. That's why you have a lot of workers, they come here, they are promised job A, but they end up being given job B. This is one. Number two, there is absurd amount of fees from the village agent, the town agent, the recruiting agent, and then they come here. This high cost which they have to pay is what leaves them in a lot of problems before they even start working. Now, why we have all these layers which they have to pay is because they don't have a way to apply for a job themselves. Now with this system, employer goes into the system, they see all the names of the employers and employees which need workers or which workers need jobs, they apply. Now when you apply, for example, the employer says, I want to pick on this current worker. You click, you arrange a time, and you can interview them online. Of course, there are a lot of questions. For example, how will you be able to communicate? Somebody in Nepal might not be able to have the fluency to speak to you in, for example, Bahasa Malaysia. AI will convert it for you. You speak in Bahasa Malaysia, they will receive their response in their mother tongue, whatever it may be, or when they respond, we will get the response in Bahasa Malaysia. So this is how the ministry is trying to use AI to resolve all these kind of problems. This is one of the major problems that we face today in Malaysia, and I think with the help of AI and with the help of this kind of a platform, should we get it up and running, I think it will be able to streamline a lot of issues that is currently being faced. It eliminates the middleman completely because you are directly employer to employee. You get your job directly. You see, the ILO, the International Labour Organizations, allows you 1 month salary for you to utilize for your recruitment process, whether it's buying of plane ticket, whether it's for application fees and whatnot, which is 1 month salary. Now, let's assume 1 month salary is going to be $1,000. An example, I'm giving as an example. Assuming it's $1,000, you pay the $1,000, you get your job here, and then you carry on with what you're doing. But today, workers are being made to pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 before they even step foot in this country and get a job. This is what leads to social problems, human trafficking, money laundering. Nothing is systemized. So right now, with this current platform, should it be a platform after being digested and being scrutinized by the ministry, and we are able to find a way moving forward, this will eliminate all those issues. Maybe not in totality, but it will be maybe just a small fraction where they will still be affected by these issues or plagued by this problem whereby they're having to deal with these middlemen. Of course, it's now just in its baby stage. Of course, there are a lot of things to take into account. For example, the sustainability of the platform, because you're going to have huge traffic. Will the system be a stable system? Can it comply with the bandwidth which is going to be utilized? So these are few things which we are currently studying, currently working on. And of course, as in a time-by-time basis, it won't be too long, but in a time-by-time basis, we will give periodic updates on what is the current status, how far ahead we are, and how far ahead we are from implementing this platform. Of course, it has to be brought to cabinet. Of course, it has to be jointly discussed with the Home Affairs Ministry. Of course, we hope to do it by mid this year or at worst end next year. But implementing something so big, we also need to make sure that the stakeholders, and also we also dealing with countries which are overseas, which also have workers, and they also have their own laws and whatever it may be, and we need to make sure everything is in sync before we do this.